Oh boy, everybody just leapt right in there. They were ready to go before the stream even started. Hello,
Yeah, buddy.
everybody! This is KN from Sonic Song 182, and we have arrived. I am joined today by Skull902, my Big the Cat voice actor. Hello, Skull!
Hi. I'm gonna be KN's question boy today.
Yay! Also, in case some of you guys didn't know, Skull902 also has a awesome stream event going on right after this one, but we'll tell you guys about that more once everybody's had a chance to filter in first. Since, I don't actually know how many of you guys are here. I think maybe 30-ish? Hello, guys.
Hello. Mine says 7 waiting. It's acting as if you didn't even start yet. What the poop, YouTube?
Oh, don't
Just
worry,
why?
it's just the lag. It hasn't processed the number watching for me yet. I am just guessing based on the amount of names
Oh,
I
wait.
can see.
21. It says 21.
Hello!
Thank you. Thank you to Ariana. Yes, I did do it. It was a struggle, but I finally did get ahead to finishing the video this week.
Woohoo! Congrats. You just finished the video this week?
Yeah, I like rendered out the first version of it on Tuesday, and then like I had to render it out 4 or 5 more times
Oh yeah,
because
you
I
found
kept
a mistake,
realizing that I
didn't
made
you?
editing mistakes.
No!
The final version was rendered yesterday, and it should all be good.
Aha, great. That's always a bummer when that happens. You finally have it rendered. You're like, okay, that took like 2 hours. Oh shoot, there's a mistake.
Well, I'm thankful that I noticed it before I did any uploading or making it public or anything like that,
Yeah,
because
then it's
the
too late.
Sonic 3 and the Sonic 3 and Knuckles Machinima, that one I made a credits mistake in, and I didn't realize it until like 2 weeks later.
Oh no. Yeah, it's kind of too late once it's already up.
And I had to go back into Vegas, fix the one slide, and then I uploaded the correct version, and then eventually the original is private now, but whatever.
Nice. All right, looks like everybody's had 2 minutes to roll in. So hi everybody. We'll need to do some hellos on the participants list, and then we'll have like announcements and stuff coming in right after. But I see all you guys coming in, and hello, hello. By the way,
Hi,
we've
hi.
got some Sonic Rush adventure music going in the background that you might be able to just barely hear, just in case you wanted to know.
Hopefully it doesn't make it cut out too much again like that one stream.
No, that's because I was playing it from my speaker and it was overloading apparently the microphone for some reason.
It didn't know what to pick up. It
No,
was a confused microphone that day.
it was confused. All right, okay, there we go. Now everything loaded up. There's 158. Hi guys. All right.
Hello again.
We'll go ahead and say some hellos. Skull, how is your voice feeling today? Do you want to help me on the participants list today? Are you able to see it from where you're accessing the stream?
I will do the A's, but that's it.
Okay. I will do the not A's that come first. Hello to bracket egg bracket the Distube squad and underscore Melly style.
Hello to Ahmad Shabazz, or Shabazz rather. That's an awesome name. Aiden Flash Speed or Spade. I'm not sure. AJ the Inkling / other. Don't know what the other could possibly be. Alex the Hedgehog. Alfie Adventures. Amaris Ortiz, aka Angel Ice Storm. Ana Martinez, Anthony Tardungo. Let's see. Amelia Smart Girl. Aqua Pink Gamer 01. Ariana Kester, Ask Nico the Cat. Hi Nico, how you doing? Autobot Sonic 42100, and that's all the A's.
All right, and hello to Baby Zamboy on YT, Bill Cipher, Blaze the Cat, Blazing Rose Ninja, Blue Eagle Waffles, Blue Magic, Box the Hedgehog, Bridget Morera, British Taxi, Brittany Smith, Carter Smithson, Cheesy Biscuit 05, Chavez Salisbury, Chico FNAF, Chocolate Cupcakes, Kristen the Techno Hog, Cold Steel the Hedgehog, Connor Keck, Cool Pika Girl 45, Coral Animates, Cuz Why Not, Dat Kitty Cat, Dolls, and much more, Dopey, Doremi's Melody, Elemental God Anthony J Infinity, Eli Carey, Elizabeth Miles, Emerald Solace, Eric Matlock, Ethan Benoit, Ethan Hudson, Familia Vega, Fancy Cat, Flaming Ruby, Fluttershy's Turtles 515, Furby Productions, Gamer Wolfie, Gentry the Hedgehog, Go 10, Gray C, Green Blue Ant 101, GT 75, GW Studios 34, Harp Note Blaze, Haslov, Hiccup the Hedgehog, Hyper Classic Sonic, Ignis, Illumicati, Island Lodge Jubilee, J Just J, Jake Plays, Jamar McLean, Lofheed MS 1486, James Mockphone, Jeffrey Plays, Jessica the Raccoon, Jiggly Jai, Joshua Hunter, Joshua Smith, Case Kid, Kanya Patra Sinkon, Catherine the Hedgehog, Kevy Duck 91713, King Miles Tails Prower, Kirchu the Hybrid, Knuckles the Echidna, Kuba Bojarski, Kyle the Hedgehog Smith, Leave Me Alone, Leonardo Carrera, Lexi, Lily Plays and More, Little Miss Deadly 24/Papyrus, Lone Savior Casey's Gaming, Loyal Believer 98, Lust Sands, Linnell the Hedgehog, Mantoniava Danilo 16, Mardo Lasma, Maito Brito, Mechasonic 30, Memsley Mem, Mephilis the Dark, Metal Sonic 3.0 Shard Form, Mewtwo Maniac, Midnight Lobster Face, Mighty 97, Mighty Plus Mania, Milika Sirik, Mr. Pickup Line the Divine, Muck 854, Mythical Panda 49, NP, Coca Bean, Nicole Cholog, Nigeria Greer, Noah White, Omniwolf 10, Oromo Karomo, Park Jimin, Paula Sanchez, PC Schnun, hello Schnun, thank you for moderating today, Phantom Bonnie, Phantom 7620, Phil the Goruden Chirudo, Pink Floppy Foosh, Pokemon Cool Epic Super, Potato Chips, Princess Starcia, Queen Haiku, Quilava 345, Randall Elkins, Razor Fan A, Rocket the Cat RTC, Roxy Female Tails Fan Tina Yost, Royal Phoenix, Rusty Craft, Sakamoto XN, Sans the Innocent, Kara, oh wait, I'm sorry, that is an S, Sarah, aka Novaxel, Sassy BG, Scott Conlon, Selly, hashtag LDZ, Shuji Yamada, Silver Blood, Silver 180, Silver Absol, Snow the Hedgehog, Snow Wolf of the Heart, Solaris the Hedgehog, Son-20, Sonya the Hedgehog, Sonic Gamer 99, Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic Stars 777, Soulberry the Hedgehog, Source 47, Squid Cake, Star the Wolf, Stephanie Mayo, Stitch, Super Mania Sonic, Super Sonic Girl 1, Sushi Lucario 64, Sweet Toil Symphonic Labyrinth, System 509, Terry Lai, the Cap Clone, the Diamond Wolf, the Redstone Python, the the Sega Gaming Sonic the Hedgehog, the Great Waluigi 647, Thomas Roll, Thunderboy, Toy Brave, Tracy Garrett, Trainer Josu, Tremaine Savalia Jr., Video Toon Guy / Nintendo and Sega Cartoon Dude, Vlad Swag, Ouija Prower, William Rosas, Willow the Hedgehog, Wolf Lover 091104 Gaming, Wonder Kid the Wanderer, Yellow Kitten, Yesenia Maldonado, Yu-Gi-Oh! Universe, Z Funny, Zion Tuma, and Zoa the Hedgehog. The number went up to 211 in the middle of reading the list. Yay! Alright, Thomas Ross said, wow, that's a lot of people. That is indeed true. Well, hello to all 200 plus of you guys, including everybody who came in when I was already in the middle of reading the list with Skull. This is Kayan from Sonic Song 182. I am the director, and I'm also the voice actress for Rouge the Bat and Blaze the Cat, Maria Robotnik the Hedgehog, and sometimes Bokun. And I am joined today by my longtime friend and voice actor of Big the Cat, Skull902. Hello, Skull!
Hi, I'm Skull902. I make god-awful sprite videos on my channel.
Woohoo! Actually, Skull has a fancy premiere stream going on for one of his awesome sprite projects today. Can you tell us more about that while I start coloring, Skull?
Sure, KN. Okay, so after this stream here is done, KN and I are going to head off to my channel, as is what usually happens nowadays whenever I come on stream. Kind of weird that way, but I'm getting off track. Anyway, It's going to be the super special stream, Amy is Best Premiere, where last year, a few of you guys in the Team 182 Discord convinced me to write a sprite skit based around the sort of inner meme to the fan base on this channel, Amy is Best Anime. I wrote an entire skit about that. Going to be premiering the video, but first I will be playing Amy Rose in Sonic 1, the ROM hack, and then I'm going to be playing Amy's story in Sonic Adventure DX before premiering the video and then having a bit of a Q&A or whatever. Yeah, it's going to be fun. KN will be there for a bit. And I'm also going to have co-hosts like Symphonic Labyrinth and Rabid Sonic Fan and Silver Ness. So it'll be good.
Fancy. And I recognize all of those people. Hooray, celebrities!
Well.
I'm pretty sure Symph
yeah.
at least is here in the chat, so hello, Symph. I didn't see Rabbids and Silverness in the list, but they might be here, or they might be prepping for the next stream. Ooh.
I know I saw him in my secret stream server that's not so much a secret anymore since I kind of said it out loud and I kind of, you know what, whatever.
It's still secret if the link is secret. Don't.
You know what, the link is secret.
Yay!
It's for hosts for my big time streams.
Nice.
Much like the one that I'm going to be hosting later today.
Ooh.
But enough about me, at least for now. I'm here to read off questions to KN and whatnot. I saw that Courtney SNT was in the chat, so hello.
Hi, Courtney.
I saw a few of your reviews actually of your old Sprite comics, and those are a joy to watch. Just wanted to say that.
They are. That's actually, I believe, the first that I had heard of Courtney's work also, and then it turned out that I really enjoyed everything she works on, so that worked out great for me. It was a good discovery.
I have a bit of catching up to do, but I definitely picked a good place to start.
Yes, absolutely. I'm missing a line here.
Jiggly Jai, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Listen, I do not make good art. So don't cut yourself down. Just practice and you'll find your groove. Hopefully I'm not cutting KN off.
Oh, no, that's good, but you didn't read what he said, so I don't know what to...
Oh,
it sounded like it must have been something disparaging about their own artwork, in which I agree with Skull. For now, just go and have fun drawing. The more you draw, the better at it you're going to become. And I know it feels like there's a lot of pressure to be really good at, like, art and stuff like that in today's internet culture. Like, when I was growing up, the only person you had to compare your artwork to was literally industry professionals in, like, magazines and, like, video game manuals and, like, animators that you saw on TV. And, like, your friends, or maybe if, like, your dad draws a little bit. Like, that's what you were exposed to, because the internet wasn't as widespread back in the day. So there wasn't, like, this pressure of seeing so much talent out there so that you worry too much about, like, am I good enough, or am I as good at this person? What you should do instead is just compare your current work to your previous work and, just have a look at how far you've come along over time. Because, if you think too much about the pressure of trying to be as good as somebody else or something like that, it can be discouraging and not quite as helpful. So just keep working hard, keep practicing, and enjoy the journey. It's the only way to get good at what you love to do.
Exactly. I disparage my own videos all the time, but if I'm comparing them to the ones that I was making, 9 years ago, I can at least say that they're better, So, yeah.
All things
Uh,
improve with time. I mean, I can barely watch like the first few episodes of Ask the Sonic Heroes. It hurts me. It's not necessarily
Speaking
the
of,
art, it's the editing. The editing was not great, but I can see that I've come a long way since then.
you most certainly have. Speaking of which, watch Shadow and the 13 Ghosts because he swears in it.
Shut up. It's, the channel has evolved a lot in some ways. I have mentioned this before, but I wrote Shadow that way because that's literally how he was presented in his video game. I'm like, okay, so this is how to write Shadow the Hedgehog's dialogue. He swears. And so there you go. And then, like, that was before we had, like, an audience, so no one was really watching. I just made it for fun, and I didn't really think that it was that big of a deal. But then we got an audience later. I'm like, you know what? Shadow's gonna clean up his act.
Yeah. Oh boy. Let's try to get some questions. See if my eye can catch any questions. I'm not quite as fast as Sonic, but I'll try.
Wait a minute. What am I doing?
KN, who's your favorite Sonic voice actor besides Platty? Because we all know she's the best one. Smiley face. Asks underscore Melly style.
It's a hard question because I have listened to more fan voice actors in more like a. Okay, I don't know how to phrase it exactly, but like I've listened to more hours of fan voice actors performing as Sonic than I have listened to official voice actors performing as Sonic. As some of you may know, I completely missed the entire Dreamcast era because I did not have a Dreamcast, so when all the characters were first getting voices, I missed that whole part. So, like, I'm pretty sure that what they're asking is if I like Ryan Drummond, Jason Griffith, or Roger Craig Smith, or Jaleel White. I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed to like, to cheat and say, like, Steve from Millennium Productions.
KN, this is easy. You say me.
That too! Well, I don't think that you count the same way as, like, Platty
How
and
do I
Steve
not
don't
count?
Well,
you just
Skull902.
mentioned Steve. How would I not count?
No, I was saying that Steve also doesn't count. If you're asking about official voice actors, it is a hard question. I'm clearly stalling for time, because I'm trying to think.
Just say Jaleel White, because you watched him as a kid.
Jaleel White, because I watched him as a kid.
What, you did?
That was like divine inspiration. I don't know where that response came from. I really did, I enjoyed Jaleel White and his performance when I was a kid. I had no idea that was Urkel, but I loved him anyway. That was just Sonic's voice when I was a munchkin.
It was a bit surprising for me to learn when I first became a fan of Sonic that he was the voice in all those early cartoons.
Yeah, I did think that was kind of funny, because, his character, Jaleel White's character as Steve Urkel was supposed to be, the biggest nerd on the earth, but then, he went to playing what was supposed to be, the cool guy 90s icon.
It's really unfortunate about him. I think he's actually a very talented actor. It's just, typecasting is a pain.
That is something that's nice about voice acting, though, because you can be more flexible and less typecast when you're not, being physically seen. Because if somebody looks at him, they're like, oh my gosh, it's Urkel! But if you're just hearing his voice, you don't realize that.
Yeah, and plenty of people have made good careers in voice acting after, live action didn't really work out all too well. Mark Hamill is one I can think of.
Because he was too recognizable.
He wasn't really getting many projects in the 80s and the early 90s after he played Luke Skywalker, but then he went on to voice the Joker in the Batman show from the 90s, and everyone was like, wow, Mark Hamill's a really good voice actor.
Nice. Also, I think it was Dopey who mentioned Martin Burke as the OVA voice actor for Sonic. I forgot about that guy.
Well, it's not that the OVA is necessarily terrible or anything, but it is easy to forget, I'll say.
I liked liked the OVA, but I didn't think of it's probably just because it was a one-time appearance that it didn't even come to mind. All the other people like played Sonic for a period of years. So and then Martinberg, he's just showed up for a little bit.
He just had the one time, but he made it count. You might know everything I'm going to do, but that's not going to help you since I know everything you're going to do. Strange, isn't it? I didn't put any effort into that.
That's okay, you don't have to. You gotta save your voice for later.
Oh yeah. I'm probably gonna be on including this for like 4 hours today, so that probably would be a good idea.
Yeah, gotta conserve.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You've got more hosting to do.
No, considering last month I was on stream for a collective 23 hours over 3 days. I would say that my voice actually made it out pretty well after that, especially the 12-hour stream. Oh man.
Yeah. That sounds really tough.
When you're playing a couple games that you like, it's really not so bad.
Nice.
I had some good conversations and whatnot. It was a fun time.
That's good. I'd still be exhausted. You're a trooper going that long.
Oh man, well, thank you.
Did you take any breaks in the middle, or was it just like straight up endless stream?
No, I didn't go like wire to wire with it because there's plenty of things that you have to take a break for, but
yeah,
it was on for the vast majority of the time.
Phew.
Jessica the Raccoon. Will we ever see Big the Cat host an episode of Ask the Sonic Heroes?
Absolutely.
I've been pushing for this since the return.
Don't worry, someday it will happen.
I hope so. I've also been pushing for an Ask the Cast special, which would be like the perfect way to cap off the 10th anniversary, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion.
Yup. Maybe sometime. Because we only ever got to do like one of the director's episodes. Like, I intended to do that a little bit more, but it's like the concept kind of got replaced by doing like a weekly live stream, because everybody can ask like me questions whenever, but it's a little bit harder for like Ames, for example, because she is not usually on stream. So there still is a use for that.
Like once every 5 months or so.
Yeah, just every once in a while, the elusive shiny Ames. Yeah.
Joshua Smith asks, KN and Skull902, have you watched My Hero Academia? I have not.
I have not either. However, my sister Ames, she has and enjoys it. But I did not watch it myself.
Yeah, I don't really know the first thing about it.
I know that there's a kid with like green hair and freckles and his name is Deku, and then there's a girl that looks kind of like a frog. Like, I think that's her power. It's like she has a power that lets her do frog-like things. That's the extent of my knowledge.
Well.
Here we go.
Kit Voice VA, I saw this question earlier. Says, hey KN, I love the outfits you make for the holiday specials. Christmas, Valentine's Day. Whoa! It passed right by me. Etc. Where do you get the inspiration for them?
For the holiday outfits, like, Halloween, for example, is a little bit easier to explain. It's just, whatever I think, like, is a costume that would look cute on a particular character. Star Wars was kind of a big deal last year. So that's why I had a lot of Star Wars theming going in there. And, I chatted with, like, the ninja staff about what outfits I could put everybody else in. Like, Maria as the Swan Princess / Odette came to me very easily. But, the Dr. Eggman dressed as Wario came out as a joke, and we laughed about that a lot. But for the non-Halloween episodes where they're just wearing, like, nice, fall outfits or their Valentine's outfits, Mostly, that I generally get inspiration from looking on Google Images. Like, I'll just look at different kinds of outfits to get an idea of one. And normally it's not like a pre-existing outfit. I don't just draw something that I found, really, but I'll maybe patch together pieces of something that looks nice. Something I actually struggle with is costume design. That is one of my weaker points, actually, in doing art stuff. Like, I do have some friends who are very good at costuming and enjoys it, but for me, like, clothes? What?
But KN.
Yeah.
Can you reasonably say that when Big had that really nice snazzy suit from the Thanksgiving special last year?
I looked up some nice snazzy suits, and then I drew that one, like, in a way that suited Big. And he's still, like, I'm pretty sure he was still, like, wearing sandals or something with his suit. I forget.
Oh, but he looked awesome, though.
He looked very handsome. And I added the scarf because that's kind of a thing with me. I'm like, when in doubt, give them a scarf.
Well, I mean, it kind of makes sense anyway. It is usually fairly cold around Thanksgiving, so...
Yeah, and it makes sense if you know me well enough anyway, because I love scarves. They are my favorite accessory, so you'll notice that my characters often wear scarves as well.
Speaking of accessories, I think one time I suggested if Team Rose was going to get a Christmas special that I was like... You know, if you include the frog prince, it would be awesome if you drew him in a top hat.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know why, but I want that so bad.
Maybe the next time there's an excuse, I'll give him a top hat.
Mm-hmm.
I did at least put him in artwork the last time, instead of doing like that photo image of the plushy frog.
No, that was a nice touch. I was very flattered
I
by
thought you
that
would
because,
like that. That was a surprise for you.
Like it's my addiction. I have to shoehorn him into an episode.
Woo! Oh wait, this.
And thankfully, KN hasn't fired me for going against the script.
That's okay. Like, well, first of all, Ask a Sonic Heroes isn't even scripted, so it's easy to get away with stuff in that format.
Well, our answers are planned. At least mine are, because the secret behind the scenes thing that I've said many times before, but we'll say again, I don't actually join in the recording sessions for my episodes. So
there are a few actors who, due to scheduling or other situations, they aren't able to make the live recording, and we handle that in a variety of ways. Sometimes, I'm not going to tell you everybody that we need to do this for, but sometimes we have an understudy who performs in... I'm going to put Blaze's head on while I'm talking about this. It's creepy without it. But sometimes we have an understudy actor or actress, sorry, who performs as the character during the recording itself, and then after the fact, we go to get the character's actual performer, and they dub themselves in based on the understudy's responses. That's one way we do it. And another way, if somebody isn't able to make the live ones, like in Skull's case, they do the random selection numbers of their questions beforehand, and then we'll come up with an answer, which I then am the understudy for. Little do you guys know that the understudy performer for Big the Cat is me! So then I go and I take, like, the responses that Skull came up with for his character with his his pre-randomly selected questions, and then I go on the episode and then I perform and then I ad-lib, and then Skull comes in and he dubs the answers as well as the various ad-libs I did as Big in the episode itself.
Yeah, so
it's a complex situation.
So writing my answers beforehand is how I can usually find a way to just ever so sneakily include the Frog Prince in every episode that Big's in.
Woo!
Because I love that character. In the entirety of Sonic Song 182, I think that's my favorite character for absolutely no reason.
Well, he was like the character you played before you were Big the Cat, so... Wait a minute, I just did something dumb.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's the wrong color.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention.
That's the tip of her tail, KN.
Yes, I understand. Stop Why?
So many people are asking to hear the understudy big voice. What
Oh,
I
gosh,
personally,
really?
I've heard it, but it hasn't been publicly released yet. 200K.
Oh my
Let's hold
gosh.
out for that. 200K. That KN releases the clip of her and not me singing Teenage Mutant Ninja Froggies.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I guess that I forgot that is a thing that happened. Somewhere there exists the original footage of me singing for Teenage Mutant Ninja Froggies for one of the Team Rose episodes.
Indeed. I know I was sent the audio.
I just
because
sound
KN
like
was
Patrick. That's like Patrick Star. I sound kind of like him from SpongeBob. I did it again.
Like.
Stop. I can't pay. I've told you guys I am not great at multitasking. I colored the wrong part of her tail again while I was thinking about Big the Cat, Teenage Mutant Ninja Froggies. All right. Yep. There I went. Look, everyone, I'm doing it right.
Yeah, zoom into that tip.
Yep, here I am. Now I can't accidentally color anything else.
But it was absolutely beautiful. I'm sad that I deleted it from my phone because I thought that it might have been released publicly, but KN was understandably kind of what's the I'm gonna use the term apprehensive to it.
You know, it's not so bad, but I don't know that I've released much behind the scenes like audio, even though I've collected a lot. Maybe someday.
Yeah, that would be nice. Including edited down versions of the old secret blooper reels, which I have on multiple occasions offered to edit, but KN doesn't want to make me do the work. But see, the thing about that is, I'm fine with that because I do nothing all day pretty much. So please let me be more useful.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Someone had a question earlier. Who was it? Okay. Dorami's Melody asked, does this mean that KN came up with Amy as best anime, or was that you, Skull? KN came up with the line because it was a response to, there was a big conversation about the answer that I came up with. And then, I screwed up the delivery of the line, but KN thought that it was so meme-tastic that she was like, okay, that's the one that I'm using.
Yeah, it was, I would say that was a collaborative effort, I guess.
So, in a way, we both had something to do with the creation of the wonderful Amy is Best Anime Team 182 meme.
Yeah, memes!
But I would say that's more KN than me because she actually said the words Amy is Best Anime, so.
And encouraged the delivery. I can't remember if you were not certain of my thoughts on that, but I heard it. I remember I heard it. I was like, dude, that's it. You have to say it like that because there is now no other way it can be said.
Yeah, I don't think. Well, I know that you said that you wanted me to like, like put some emphasis on it, but I made it sound like Big was being like very forceful about his opinion.
He sounded
best anime, and you were
like, you know what?
very, very amused by that.
Well, that works for me. There seem to be very few things that Big is gonna put his foot down about, and apparently Amy is Best Anime is like his thing.
For absolute
even though
sure.
like that
Amy's
seems
best anime.
It even seemed to be the first time, like, in the episode that he had thought of it, because someone was like, what is your favorite anime? And then Big's like, well, Amy is my favorite anime because she was in Sonic X. And, like, it's the first time it came to him, but then he doubled down.
Well, the question actually started off with someone saying how much they loved Amy. So I was like, okay, I can come up with something for this. It was like, I love Amy too. She did something or whatever. And I made it connect to Sonic Heroes, and then that's where he got. So I like Amy. That means Amy's my favorite anime.
Yay! He has simple needs.
We have fun here.
We have fun here
Basically.
at Team 182.
Oh man, we have a donation. We have 99 Australian cents.
Thank you, Blueberry Sonicu, for the 99
we-
Sonic cents.
I was gonna say marine money because Australia, but Ken had to cut me off. I'm gonna cry now.
It has a special name. The stream chose it themselves.
Yeah, marine monies.
Knuckles money.
But yes, thank you for the donation. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Let's see. Oh no, I had one.
Oh no.
Let me scroll up. Okay. Speaking of the Halloween stuff, asks Little Miss Deadly24 / Papyrus. You guys have done. Okay, speaking of the Halloween stuff you've done, what was it like singing in your Nightmare Before Christmas musical? Also, why did you make Shadow the mayor?
Man, it has been
I didn't sing in that
long.
one, so I was filled in by an understudy on that one because I was like, man, if there's one thing I can't do, it's sing as big. So I was like, Can, please.
It was a really fun project. I worked so hard putting that together because if you remember, the original release schedule for that was I worked on it for months ahead of time so that like every 2 or 3 days in October of that year, I had a new Halloween video to put up. It was each one of the Nightmare Before Christmas musical videos. We had an Ask the Sonic Heroes that month. We had a Sonic Chefs making spider cookies. It was a big month, and it was so much fun.
And that was
yeah.
That was right when you debuted the second set of art.
Yeah, I think so. It was when the new artwork came out, and I was using it in the Nightmare Before Christmas musical as well. So I remember that it was a fun experience, a little exhausting because I did a lot, but I was quite passionate about the project, and YouTube copyright laws weren't the same as they are now. So I was fearless about getting in trouble about them. So yeah.
Well, I mean, you could like dub over a song from Disney now. It's not like they'll take the video down, but they'll put a copyright ID on it.
Yeah, like it kind of it sort of depends. We got in a little bit of trouble for the Moana videos we did last year, but it's not that bad. It was like slap on the wrist kinda, but you know.
Like a copyright ID pretty much just means that you can't make any money off of it.
Yeah, but I've gotten copyright IDs before where it was like, well, we're gonna block this in 50 countries. I'm like, why would you do that?
Yeah, those ones are like really overboard because you might as well give it a strike.
Yeah, I mean, take the revenue, leave it. Yeah, don't block it. Just take the revenue. Like that's fine. Like do what you gotta do. It's your music, so that's fine. I support your decision, but don't block it. I just wanted to teach people how to make peppermint hot chocolate. Okay, this is wholesome content. You want to be associated with this. But there was more to the question. Was why did we make Shadow the mayor? You know, I didn't know who else to make him really, and the thought of the mayor being kind of grumpy sounded like fun to me. Like just Shadow's whole shtick in the musical was that he's like, oh, I can't believe I have to do this. Because like Shadow didn't used to openly like to sing as much as he does now. Now, like, everybody knows Shadow likes to bust out singing, and sometimes in Ask the Sonic Heroes he did, like, sing songs, but you couldn't get Ask the Sonic Heroes Shadow to admit that he liked singing back then. So, now the character has changed a little, and he doesn't mind. Hello, Jazzy.
Who was Santa, if any character was Santa?
Princess Elise was Santa. Because she got kidnapped by Eggman.
And yes, I know.
She's ancient.
Jazz,
She's ugly.
yes,
She was so
I know.
offended. Poor
Jazzy is here,
Elise.
so yes, I acknowledge your being here, Jazzy. Yes.
Hello, Jazzy. Eat your vegetables. Get lots of sleep. Drink your water.
Oh, and musical sushi's here too. Hello.
Sushi!
Hello.
Hello, Sushi. Also, eat your vegetables and drink your water. And draw lots of things that energize you.
Speaking of musical sushi, she did like an Amy is Best Anime fan art, which will be featured in the video premiering tonight on Skull902.
Ooh. I believe that was the artwork for the first year that we went to Sonic Revolution. We made some exclusive buttons that you could buy and wear that were the Amy's Best Anime buttons. That was, I think it was a whole year ago now, because it was in June of last year. So if you guys remember... Actually, I don't know how many people would remember since it was like an exclusive design. But, well, if you didn't see it, I guess you'll see it today.
Well, the art came up. It's on Twitter. She posted it like maybe, I don't know, like a week after the video came out.
Yeah. So it's like around, but you'd have to follow her on Twitter. I wonder how many people do.
Actually,
What?
I can
Hey.
go look up now. I'm doing a search on Twitter. Amy is Best Anime.
Melvin!
And I think it'll be like the
Melvin is
first thing to come
disguised
up.
as musical sushi.
At least,
Melvin!
let's see here.
It's musical Melvin. What am I doing?
It was oh goodness. Oh my. But here's the art. It was posted on April 3rd, 2017.
Ooh.
And Park Jimin, to answer your question, Amiya's Best premiere starts immediately after this stream, or as close to immediately as I can possibly make it, because I'm not a wizard.
Yup, so
yeah.
we'll be going right from the Sonic Song 182 stream into the Amiya's Best Anime stream over on Skull's channel. And actually, I do have a direct link to where his default live stream area is in the video description here. So if you click on, well, if you copy paste that into another web browser, you'll be ready to go for when the stream starts. Of course, that stream is not active yet because Skull is over here hanging out with me, but soon it shall be active.
Yep. Once again, I shall say that I'm going to be playing the ROM hack Amy and Sonic 1, and then Amy's story in Sonic Adventure DX, and then we're going to show the video and have a Q&A session segment, whatever.
Woo! Oh, now Melvin is on his own account. Hey, Melvin.
Oh, and Melvin's here too.
He said hello before, but he was on Musical Sushi's account. Just in case, like most of you guys who come to the live streams pretty often know who the Ninja Crew is. That's Musical Sushi, the background artist for the Sonic Song 182 channel. And there's also Mel Drizzly, or Melvin, and you've seen him on live streams before. He is the voice of the Big Knocks, and he's also in charge of like business and contracts and things like that. And then Yo Jazz Hey, or Jazzy, he is the social media manager, and you've seen him on a lot of live streams too. And he has recently been featured in various Sonic Goes to live stream type videos with the plushies making fun of him. I'm sorry, Jazzy. But that's who we were saying hello to just now. The three who just came in. Hello!
Jazzy, former Team 182 champion, and then I defeated him by forfeit
Okay.
on my stream from last April.
There we go. I'm
Forfeit.
coloring out of the lines. Okay, I fixed it. All is well.
Man, coloring out of the lines, what a sin.
A sim?
what an absolute sin.
Oh, a sin! I thought you were saying I was a sim. I was like, since when could you color on The Sims? Shows how much I know. I don't play it.
Okay, I have never even attempted to play a Sims game, so
I played, like, Sims on the Game Boy. My sim died because I couldn't find the bathroom for it. At least that's how I remember it going. I was like, well, great! This was a very dramatic end.
I'm surprised that there even was a Sims for Game Boy.
It was really old. Maybe it was Game Boy Advanced? It was one of the handheld Game Boys.
Perhaps. Let's see. Oh, no, you can't escape from me question. Princess Starcia asks, KN and Skull, if you had to choose one more Sonic character to be in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, who would it be? Let's just think about who would have a good moveset for Smash Bros. I've never been able to play. Well, the Melee is like the only one that I've ever played, and I've never been able to play it well. But characters other than Sonic, and like Knuckles would be a good choice. Honestly, most of them would be. To be honest, I don't know if I could really place one over another, because they all have a certain potential to them. Maybe except for characters like Big. I mean, you know, Big's a good guy, but I don't really see him being a fighting kind of guy, you know. But you know, there's plenty of potential in the cast.
If I'm supposed to answer too, I'm not so sure about movesets since I haven't really played much Smash Bros. My sister has played more than I have. But if it were to be a non-Sonic character entirely, can I be a nerd and suggest Sora from Kingdom Hearts? That'd be great! Some of his special moves could be some of his summoning things from the game. He can just, like, summon...
oh, sorry.
he can summon Simba, it'll be great.
Oh, Simba.
He's the first one I could think of that was a summon. It's been a while.
Sush suggested Cream the Rabbit, and it's kind of funny actually, because you wouldn't think Cream to be too much of a fighter, but like if anyone's played like Sonic Advance 2, like she can like throw cheese at robots.
Cheese
and
is a
like,
savage in the Sonic Advanced games.
Cream is like super break the game easy mode. It's insane. So if she fought the same way in Super Smash Brothers, that would actually be pretty effective.
I only have Sonic Advance 3. I didn't have 1 or 2, but my favorite pair up in the game was Knuckles and Cream, because Knuckles as a power type made like Cheese just a monster. And so there's just like Cream giving off like battle commands, and Cheese goes and flies across the screen and just obliterates whatever's near you. It's fabulous.
Oh yeah.
Like
Cream
I like
breaks
this.
the game. Cream absolutely breaks the game. So she would probably have the most potential again if she fought the same way.
Yay!
If she was put in Super Smash Brothers. So I think we may have found a definitive answer.
Yeah! Wait, that's the wrong layer. Okay.
Coloring out a line again.
I was coloring on the wrong layer actually. So it was in the lines, but it was on the purple layer when it needed to be in the white layer.
Well, that's still technically out of lines because it's not the lines that you intended.
It was out of bounds. Out of bounds. How about that?
That's gonna be a 2-yard penalty.
Yay!
I don't know my football.
Me neither, man. Let's go sit in our we don't know our football corner. Yay!
Let's see. Possum Tune says, "Hey, yo, Sonic Song 182. Today, I published my first ever video celebration on YouTube. Well,
Sweet,
keep going
congratulations.
at it if you're passionate. Sorry, if you're passionate about making videos. Um, you know, uh, just keep trucking. And congrats on start.
Congrats.
Blue Gamer Cat Lady asks, "Have you seen Ruby?" I have not. I know next to nothing about it, and that's pretty much all I can say about it. KN, have you seen Ruby?
No, I have not. I know what it is. And I know more of the creator's previous works. I think it was called Dead Fantasy. But I'm not 100% sure, but I was more familiar with what the original creator made before making Ruby, so I don't actually know. And positive vibes to you, Courtney.
Yes, sending positive vibes your way. Let's just send those now.
I will. Here's here is a cute laughing Blaze to send you positive vibes. I'm not over here yet for drawing her though. We're on that one. We're on Grumpy Blaze.
Oh my.
Do.
Forgive my silence. I am looking out for questions or stuff.
That is a-okay.
Sonic Song 182. Dream Girl 87,100 asks, did you get my Rouge coffee drawing? Also, I missed the last stream, so was that the giveaway? Yes, I do believe last week was the giveaway.
Yes,
but apparently there was a.
Last week we had a giveaway stream, and what that was we got. Oh my gosh, what was that? We got some game cards. I lost Skull, and I don't know why. Hi.
What?
I don't know what happened.
Did the call just randomly drop?
Yeah, I just heard it go bloop. I'm like, hey, what is this? I'm not sure if I got the Rouge and Coffee fan art. It sounds familiar, but I will need to check with the ninja staff to see. But we got some game gift cards last week that we were sharing with the viewers. And so I forget how many we had, but yeah, that was last week's stream, and it was a lot of fun. It took us the entire 2 hours to finally give away all of the cards, because we had a lot. Oh my gosh, I'm sitting here with, like, Headless Blaze again. Headless Blaze!
It's the Headless Blaze woman!
Oh my gosh.
Trip K Skull asks, blah. Wow, I really can't talk today. Anyway, Trip K, Monkey Dude is the first enemy in Sonic 3. Monkey Dude is the best.
All hail Monkey Dude.
Yes, praise Monkey Dude. Praise be to Monkey Dude for this beautiful day.
Yay! Ah!
Cyber Scourge asks, did you guys play and or enjoy the Rush games? Okay. So, I've only ever played a very small amount of the first Sonic Rush, and I remember because I think it was like also the first time I ever played something on a DS, so I found it kind of hard to follow because it uses both screens for the action, so that's my experience.
Huh. I did this already. Okay,
And
moving on. Okay, for me, yes, I have played both Sonic Rush games. That is Sonic Rush and Sonic Rush Adventure. Played both, loved both. They are among my favorites. I found them to be very enjoyable games. Yes, here we go. I think I can't really say which one of the two that I liked better. Like, I really enjoyed both of them.
I don't even remember what I thought about the first one, because again,
Well,
I
if
didn't
you
play very
only
much.
if you only played like some of it and it was a long time ago, then it can be hard to remember.
It was like 11 years ago now, which
Yeah,
makes me want to cry thinking about it.
they are pretty old games at this point.
Let's see. Mega Awesome Dude 4 asks Sonic Song 182. Who do you like most in Sonic Mania Plus, Mighty or Ray?
I liked them both a lot. Like, Mighty, I've always loved Mighty. Like, I was super confused when I first heard of the Sonic Heroes game, and he, like, wasn't in it. But I could understand why. They needed a 3-character team, and they thought that the other 3 Chaotix members would be more unique to use, and I totally get it. But I've always loved Mighty,
it was
and I'm
either
glad
going to
that
be
he's
him
back.
or SBO.
Yeah, and I think they made possibly the right choice there. So, like, I wasn't, like, salty about it or anything, but I did think that was kind of sad that he got cut out, because I always liked Team Chaotix, like, the whole group, like, being Knuckles' friends, so... but Ray was a lot of fun after I learned how to fly as him. I was a mess. I accidentally killed Mighty using his, like, hammer drop or ground pound or super stomp or whatever that move is called, because I was in the chemical plant zone. And, like, you know those areas where it's, like, all filled up with the slime? And, you're supposed to be trying to go up? He's got, like, a ground pound move that I accidentally used when I double jumped trying to get somewhere. And he shot himself straight down to the pits of the earth and died. I felt so sorry for him. I was like, no! I just sat there kind of in shock. And then Ray took me a little while to figure out how to make him fly.
Well,
but
you're not really alone in that department. I think a lot of people actually had to get used to him.
yeah, but you know, I thought he was super cute. I liked working with him a lot. So I don't really know who to say was my favorite, but I actually ended up playing more with Ray than I did with Mighty.
One thing, I haven't played as either of them yet, but one thing I will say is that in Flying Battery Zone, when they're doing like kind of like the monkey bar animation on the latches in Flying Battery Zone, I absolutely love how Ray does it, because
It was so cute.
he goes along in style.
Yes,
like
he
all the other
do.
characters are just doing it for practicality, but Ray wants to look cool.
He's
when
just got to be a little
just-
extra.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Currently working on Surprised Blaze.
Yeah, that is a very that is an absolutely beautiful pose right there.
Don't know what was said or done, but she looks shocked.
Silver has yellow eyes too? She just never noticed this whole time.
Yes, he does. For some, like, I can see misremembering his eye color as being bright blue because it's so, like, iconic of the character, like, that color. I forget that his eyes are yellow sometimes. Until, like...
Oh, really?
Yeah, his eyes are closed in this picture, but... Yeah.
I don't think, it's kind of weird. I didn't know Silver's eye color until, like, a few years after I first saw him. Because I just never paid attention. But I think it is kind of neat, though, that he and Blaze both have yellow eyes.
They are the Yellow Eyes Club. Whoa, Silver. No. Stay there.
Eno Wolf asks, when will the next episode of Ask the Sonic Heroes be released? I want to get more gossip from the teams, kitty face.
Ooh. Well, I actually finally have some news about that. The interview itself has been recorded, but there is a lot of work left to do, so sometime in August we will get the next episode. Right now I can't really give an estimate, because there is a ton of work left to do on the episode, but finally an interview was recorded, so we are in action!
Spoiler alert, it's not Team Rose.
Woo! Well, they wouldn't have a guess if it was going to be Team Rose because there would have been a questions block for them.
Right, yeah, you do have the videos where you're like, hey, we need questions.
Yeah, we used to have everybody ask in just like one video, and man, it was chaos. You couldn't find anything. Because like everything was all mixed together in that original video, so it was a mess.
I remember for years that YouTube got rid of the sort by newest comments first button. They only, it seems like only recently they brought it back, but like, why would you get rid of something like that?
Yeah, jeez, you kind of need it.
Yeah, that would have been very, very helpful on the master video for that. But then again, you were taking questions for every single team at once with that video, so maybe it wouldn't have even been easier. But,
like, there were some pros and cons to it, but it was such an organizational mess. Like, it was so hard to find, like, if you needed question for a specific character, it was hard to find it. Like, you could control F, but it was just a mess. And
I was like,
just thousands of
I remember looking through it once, and there were like maybe 5 questions asked to Big ever in like a year, so I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah, there was that too. Like, if you have like questions open in general, like people don't necessarily think to ask, like, you know, to think really careful and hard about a specific character, like Big, for example. But if you've got a questions video that is specifically asking for Big the Cat questions, people tend to be thinking about it more, so they get more creative that way.
Absolutely. Also, goodbye to the Dark Knight.
Goodbye, Dark Knight.
Hope you had fun.
Where am I? Oh, yes.
Mighty97 asks, for beginner artists, what do you recommend? Equipment and programs. Well, for a very artish, artish, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. For a noob like me, there's always the reliable paper and pencil, but presumably you mean digital programs. So I use GIMP, but I haven't done anything very complicated in GIMP. But I'm also not the most qualified person to be answering this question. So,
I wouldn't recommend for a beginner to start on expensive, fancy programs. I have heard, like, GIMP is a free program, isn't it?
GIMP is absolutely free.
Usually the ones I hear about are GIMP, and there is a free version of Paint Tool Sci. Those are the ones that I would recommend you start with if you want to do digital art. I don't have an exhaustive knowledge of all the programs that are out there, but I know those ones are free, and to some degree they are similar to Photoshop and other fancy programs without being super expensive. Because generally you don't want to start on like the most expensive stuff, because oftentimes it's not necessary, you know, at all. You don't need expensive equipment to do good work. And like, you know, once you learn a lot on one program and you decide that you feel that it's worth your money to upgrade to something else and you do your research, then absolutely go ahead. But yeah, I think those two programs are what I would recommend.
Yeah, the same can also apply to things like video editing. Kay and I both mastered Windows Movie Maker before moving on to more complicated programs.
Aw, yeah. Then it was Sony Vegas.
Absolutely. And for you, I'm still on Vegas, but for you, it's now it's Adobe Premiere. So,
yes. But I found that I did find that Sony Vegas did what I needed it to do for the most part. So like at the start, I think that's a perfectly good program to use.
Like, there is a bit of a comfort level there too, because Sony Vegas, though not quite as popular as something like Final Cut Pro or something along those lines, like Hollywood movies have been edited in Sony Vegas, so you know, it's not like it's an unreliable program.
Yeah, and like I think I would have done just fine probably continuing along on a program like Vegas. It's just that I have other jobs that are art related, so it helps to kind of be more streamlined with others by using the same programs. Even though later it then turned out that everybody else has Final Cut Pro and I'm the one with Premiere, but, well, I have it anyway. Also, Platinum Speed is in the chat and she says, MS Paint is forever! Yay!
I actually do still use Microsoft Paint for the most part for like my sprite videos and whatnot.
To be fair, I also use Microsoft Paint sometimes. It has its uses. Like, usually it's if I need to crop like thumbnails or something. It's just, it's quick and easy and light.
Microsoft Paint is good for the simple stuff. Because, like, it doesn't take a whole lot of complication to lay a sprite down on a background or something. And I also find that, like, to make the pictures bigger and to scale them up, that, like, GIMP scaling options doesn't actually, like, it doesn't retain the sharpness. So what I actually do, here's like more behind the scenes thing, but it's for my videos. So I'm sorry for boring anyone who doesn't care about my videos. Like what I'll do is I'll make a sprite frame, and then zoom into it, which retains the visual quality. Take a screen cap, and then paste the screen cap and crop it and all that stuff. That's how I do it, and that's how my videos turn out crisp and whatnot. So yeah, that's my Microsoft Paint story. I'm sorry for being boring.
No, that's interesting. I didn't know, like, I don't actually make sprite projects. I have done like maybe the tiniest bit before experimentally, so hearing tips and tricks about various kinds of videos is always interesting.
Well, glad you think so.
Yay!
But yeah,
you never know who wants to make something that's similar, or they can be inspired by hearing an interesting tip. So,
I have been interested for a little while about making a tutorial on how to make sprite videos the way that I do. I just like I haven't. I both haven't remembered to write the script, and haven't had the time to like film me actually working in Paint to do that, because something I would actually like to do is write an original skit that the tutorial covers on how to make. Kind of like if anyone out there likes the Angry Video Game Nerd, he did a how I make episodes thing where he actually like scripted out an original episode for the tutorial episode. And that's something I think would be neato to do.
Nice.
Yeah, I will be back in just a second.
Okie dokie. Skull will be back, but I see a lot of people in the chat saying bye, Platty, so goodbye, Platinum Speed. Have a good day. Hannah Hanoka asked, I'm currently teaching myself how to draw animated characters, and I'm wondering if you have any advice. That is a very, very broad question. I think it would need to be a little bit more specific, because, and, well, the go-to advice, which is, sometimes hard to hear, is just, practice, practice, practice. That's the only way to get, to improve on what you're trying to do. But I wish you luck on your current, animation character projects. And here we go. Melly was asking, can you do the Blaze voice? I'll do a little bit of Blaze's voice. Let's see. Here.
Whoa! What's that? Silver? What happened to your boxes? Oh boy. Don't worry, I'll avenge your boxes.
Hack. I'm sorry.
No matter what it takes! Oh, hello, Skull.
Sorry, I was doing some Blaze voices, and I see you have returned. Hello. I'm still coloring
I
this
put my
one.
headphones. I put my headphones on right in time to hear you say that you were gonna defend your boxes, and I was like, "That's beautiful." I can't cut her off while she's saying this.
So what did I miss?
Let's see. Skull902. What's your favorite character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? Um, Goodness. I honestly can't say because aside from there being quite a lot of characters to choose from, there's also the new additions. I think it's cool that that they added like Daisy in as her own character as Peach's Shadow Fighter, and other such things. But as far as like favorite character in there, I honestly can't really say. So I'm just gonna go with my my character that I play as in Melee the most, which would be Fox. So there you go.
I know Ames that was Ames's favorite to play in the original Smash Bros. The one on the the Nintendo 64. Sorry. She liked Fox the best. I'm not sure who her current favorite would be, and I haven't played except that I did play a little bit at There was a Smash Bros. Ultimate tournament at E3 this year, and so I did play a little bit. And I didn't progress very far because I don't know how to play the fighting games, but I played as Cloud and he did me well. In my bracket, I got second place with Cloud, actually, but the guy that I lost to was the one who won the overall tournament, so that dude knew what he was doing.
Yeah, a lot of them tend to come out to those big events, but it's E3, so you gotta expect that kind of thing.
Yeah, I had fun though. I'm pretty sure that most of the people in my part of the bracket didn't know what they were doing. We were all just having fun, and that one guy was he was nice. He was more of a serious player, and you could kind of tell. The guy next to me was playing as like Ridley, and he was just this giant, clumsy pterodactyl looking thing. It was a fun time. We had fun.
Sounds like it. Let's see here. I know someone earlier asked us who are both of our respective favorite character in the Sonic franchise is.
That is a pretty common question. So I'm not sure who would have asked that one. I don't even think we could control F to find it.
It was quite a while ago. But to whoever you were, my personal favorite character in the franchise is Sonic himself, because he's got these he's just got the perfect attitude about things, and I'm not saying that he's I like him because he can make a snarky comment or whatever, but he's definitely got his heart in the right place. He's very proactive. He's sarcastic and cool. He's like afraid of nothing. He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
My number one fave is Knuckles. He has always been my favorite, just since he was introduced in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. In fact, when I was a small bean, Knuckles was my childhood hero. Some people's childhood hero is Superman. Some people's is Xena the Warrior Princess. Mine was Knuckles the Echidna. I even had a homemade Knuckles costume for Halloween when I was little. He was my favorite boy.
You mentioned Xena, and I was like, man, like, only like 10 out of the 194 people watching this right now are gonna get that.
Just wait until she gets a reboot, then, because everything's getting rebooted from the 90s.
Well, they tried actually a couple of years ago, and then I think it was gonna be on NBC, but they axed it.
Try again? I actually didn't watch much Xena myself, but one of my friends back in the day, that was who her favorite was. I've mentioned this on stream before, but when we were little, like, her favorite was Xena, my favorite was Knuckles, and so we'd, like, play Let's Pretend games where, like, Xena, the Warrior Princess, and Knuckles the Echidna were saving the world. Ambitions
God.
crossover.
You thought Infinity War was ambitious.
Yay!
Um, I remember Xena from way back. My brothers and I every once in a while would occasionally watch the show it spun off from Hercules, but I don't remember much about that.
I remember kind of like there was an animated Hercules and Xena movie. I don't remember anything about it really, except
I remember that it existed. And
yeah,
that
I remember it
saw
existed. Ames was
like,
the
way
one that
back
saw
when.
it before I did, and then I just remember that Ames was like, I remember this Hercules and Xena movie existed, so we went and found it when Blockbuster still existed, and then we watched it. I think I
Oh, man.
remember responding positively, and it was, but I don't remember anything about it specifically.
Oh, Blockbuster, you're gonna make me cry. There's only one left.
Oh my goodness, the one sole Blockbuster.
Like there was a few a few franchised ones that didn't close when all the corporate ones did.
Yeah.
And now there is only a single one left.
Wow.
I think it's in Oregon, but I could be wrong.
Goodness.
That makes me sad.
Oh well. They
For those that don't know, like renting movies and stuff like back in the 90s and the early 2000s was like quite possibly one of the greatest things that you could do. It was it was a very fun experience going to the rental store, at least in my personal opinion, and a lot of others. I don't think I've heard anyone actually say that they didn't like renting movies.
well, I
That
mean, it's
particular.
not like we had a choice. It was nothing but a positive. You go to the place and you go look at some, like, really bizarre movie covers and laugh with your friends until you find something you think is interesting. But,
Well, no, man, but like, I don't know.
you
It
couldn't just, like,
seemed
stream
fun
stuff
to,
at
like,
home.
to just go there and scope what you wanted to watch. I discovered like when I was 7.5 years old, I discovered that the Super Mario Brothers Super Show was a thing because there was a video of it at Blockbuster. Like that's that's the kind of thing that you can or that you could have had like back then. I don't know.
That's how I
It just felt really
discovered what the Sonic OVA existed. I was just in there with my brother and like, oh my god, there's a Sonic movie.
Absolutely. Yeah, Courtney, that was pretty much like every weekend for me too. Like renting movies was awesome. And you know, there actually is a family video that's around me. There's a few family videos. I should for nostalgia's sake just go into there and rent a movie one more time. Video rental stores just completely die.
Oh my gosh, Courtney finding Sailor Moon movies at the on VHS at Blockbuster. That too. Good stuff.
Back in the day I wouldn't have gotten excited about that,
But now, Mr. Artemis.
oh yeah, for sure. Rabid, Rabid made me a fan, and we watched the movies together, and it was amazing. Because like for the first one we watched the current dub, so like there wasn't really a whole lot that you can make fun of for it, but like the other two didn't have their Viz dubs released yet, so we watched the ones from like 2000.
Yeah.
During the original run of the show, and oh boy. got some amazing, and I'm not saying that sarcastically at all, voice acting.
Yay. Ah.
Oh man. But nah, that was a fun time.
I'm getting buzzed a bunch here. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they can hear it, but I don't think you can hear it, Skull. I'm getting like a bunch of notifications that are going doo-doop, doo-doop, doo-doop.
Nah, I can't hear the music.
I didn't think so.
Yes, Courtney. I saw all of Crystal up to this point, and I think that it's been pretty nice. It definitely needs more scenes with Artemis in it, though, my boy. Especially because Johnny Young Bosch is such an amazing voice actor.
Johnny Young Bosch. Okay.
Let's see here. Okay. Maito Burrito asks, Skull902, when will you start playing Sonic Mania Plus? I'll have to ask Rabbit actually if he has, if he's since upgraded his copy of Mania to include Mania Plus. I'll play Encore mode at some point. I don't know exactly when, but it's something I'm looking forward to. Yes, exactly, Courtney. That's what I'm talking about. Uranus and Neptune. Oh man, they're robot voices. Can
Yes.
do you remember this at all?
I haven't watched again in recent years, but I do know they, like, I seem to remember that in their original dub, they were kind of monotone.
They like some line readings were okay,
Something
but
serious
most
is
of the
going
time
on,
it was,
and we're going to deliver it sounding something like this.
I'm like, thanks, thanks, Amara.
it like absolutely robotic. That's the way that I think I would say.
They were trying to be
Um,
mysterious, I guess.
Though honestly, I don't know about the potential of those voice actors because I did some reading when I was starting to get into the series on TV tropes, and the production of the final 2 seasons was very hectic. Because Cartoon Network paid for the dubs because the show was popular on Toonami. But they were like, okay, to the studio that was dubbing it, they were like, all right, we paid for you to make these dubs. So we want all of these episodes completely done in 4 months.
Oh, wow.
So, like, their
First
recording
takes, let's
sessions
go.
were so... their recording sessions were so hectic and like rushed that they only kept 2 good takes of each line to choose from, and they were recording like 11 episodes per session.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot.
That I feel bad for everyone involved because Cartoon Network wanted to rush them out.
Yikes. You can't rush artistry.
That was, oh man. Yeah, exactly, Courtney. That was my reaction. Just 4 months, 4 months to dub all this, because like the seasons of those shows were like 40, 50 episodes. So like, geez, to get that all edited and everything like that. I mean, it's honestly a wonder that they even premiered on TV. Oh yeah, for sure. Voice actors getting paid. Some extra bucks for the stress.
I hope so.
Then again, it was all dubbed in Canada, so Canadian actors get paid by the line, so maybe they got a pretty sweet deal out of it. Who knows?
Oh boy.
Let's see. Cool Sonic Rules asks, what do you think about the upcoming Sonic movie so far? I only know a few details, but I will say that I will probably at least be able to get some ironic enjoyment out of it if the rumor that Jim Carrey is going to play Dr. Eggman turns out to be true.
I almost forgot
Because,
about that.
That's the only reason I'll watch like the live action Grinch movie anymore is Jim Carrey's performance, and he is just so good at being silly, and like that's the perfect role to just do that with in the Sonic franchise, at least to me.
For me, I don't really know what to say about it until I've seen it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's always like for me, it's always kind of hard to gauge a thing. Like I really don't know what to think just yet. But I will go and watch it.
I'll give it a try. But again, if Jim Carrey indeed is Dr. Eggman, and
well, if Jim Carrey's Dr. Eggman, then we all have to see it.
I'm gonna predict that if that's the case, it'll probably be the only entertaining bits about the movie. But you never know. You never know. Like, for example, there are a lot of people out there that don't like Teen Titans Go.
I
And their movie
am.
just came out, and it's got like a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. So,
No spoilers, dudes. I'm gonna go watch it next week.
no, I saw like a sneak preview of one scene, but I've got like absolutely no idea. So you don't have to worry about spoilers from me.
I am a big fan of the first Teen Titans cartoon. I haven't seen very much of Titans Go, and I understand why people were pretty disgruntled about it. It was just such a different take on characters that everybody had like really like strong affections for, just because like, you know, the original, like the adventures that they went on, you know, they were very gripping and interesting. But at the same time, you know, the that Teen Titans show, like the, I forget what years it was out, the one that was out in the 2000s, that one was, from what I understand, a very different take from the Teen Titans comic books that they were based off of. And so, if I recall correctly, the people who were fans of the original comic were like, what in the world have you done to these characters that we adore? And so, you know, every rendition of them is going to be different. But I've seen clips of Teen Titans Go that made me laugh, so I'm willing to give the film a chance. Because sometimes, you know, I have heard that the people who are writing the Teen Titans Go movie, they knew what kind of humor they were working with, and they really ran with it, and apparently, so far, it's working. So, that's good. I'm gonna go see it next week.
Yeah, I haven't seen very much Teen Titans Go either, but the like preview scene of the movie that I saw, and I did see one full episode, and I'm very glad that I did, because like we just kind of had Cartoon Network on as like background noise one day, me and my brother, and it was like 6 in the morning. But like Teen Titans Go came on, and the episode featured the Wonder Twins, Jan and Zan, and there was one particular joke when the Titans were like, "Okay, what can you guys do?" And so Jen was like, well, they did the Wonder Twin powers thing, and Jen was like, form of a tiger. That's what it was, and she, you know, like turns into this big, imposing, ferocious tiger, and then Zen's like, in a very cheery voice, he's just like, shape of a bucket of water, and it was hilarious.
That poor guy, he's always getting made fun of for his power being turned into water shapes. It's always the bucket of water one. He needs to.
It was hilarious though, just absolutely beautiful.
I remember there were, like, one of the bumpers on Cartoon Network back in the day was actually the Wonder Twins with that, like, same power gag. It's like they were just, you know, explaining the powers and trying to, like, you know, do a commercial for their show. But then, what's the boy twin's name? Zen? But Zen's just like, well, hey, wait a minute. Why do you get to be all these cool, like, animal things and I'm like a bucket of water?
And then, like, the janitor starts to use him as...
Oh, yeah. Hey!
Exactly.
I forgot about the janitor part. That poor guy. He needs to start turning into a gigantic, like, tidal wave or something to start intimidating people.
Well, I mean, he could. His powers do for
yeah,
whatever
it's just
reason,
like
chooses
whenever...
to be mundane things.
Yeah, it's his own fault. He doesn't know how to market himself very well.
Absolutely not.
No matter what your talent is, learn how to market it. There we go.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Magenta.
Well, hope you enjoy it, Brittany. As far as I saw, it looked like it was going to be like a fun movie from that little preview that I saw. So maybe at some point I too shall see Teen Titans Go the movie.
Oh my gosh, the eraser turned into a pen. Okay, that was weird. Moving on. Madison T was asking, how long is this stream, or how much longer is it? We are going until 5 o'clock my time, which is in 30 minutes, so we have 30 minutes left. It is currently
Absolutely.
4:33 where I live.
And then when this stream ends, we're gonna be going over to my channel for the super special Amy is Best premiere stream featuring me playing video games and the premiere of the year in the making Amy is Best anime video.
Nice. And like I mentioned earlier in the stream, the direct link to the default space for Skull902's streams are in the video description of this video here. That's just youtube.com/user/skull902/live. So that's how you can find his live area. It's of course not live right now since Skull is over here hanging out with me. But we're going to go over there after we finish up here. So if you guys want to join us for some more fun, follow us on over there when it's time.
Indeed, indeed.
Hey.
I hope that it'll be a fun time.
I'm sure it will be.
Oh,
What are
Jiggly
you...
Jai, I mean, you know, people got things to do. So I mean, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if you can make it, come and join us. There will be some, there's going to be a mod of Sonic 1 in which Amy Rose will go through the events of the Sonic 1 game and also Amy's story in Sonic Adventure. And
Absolutely.
then movie premiere.
Wait, did we just both cut each other off?
I don't know. I don't think so. I couldn't hear you say anything.
So sometimes you do cut out, so I don't know if I'm interrupting you talking or...
I don't know. We do our best.
Yeah. But yeah, so Amy Rose in Sonic 1, and then Amy's story in SADX. Should be a good time. Hopefully it is. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video.
How long is your video, Skull?
Oh, actually, as far as the length of the video is concerned, it's the longest sprite video or any skit actually that I've ever done.
I guessed it must be because, and also I know you did custom sprites for it, so it took a long time for you to make. Year in the making, indeed.
I did an extra scene for it because I felt bad about delaying it at one point, I think. No, that wasn't the reason, but whatever. I did add more to it after I originally wrote it, and when I originally wrote it, already looking like it was going to be the longest thing I ever did, but it's about 10.5 minutes long, which
I see.
Was kind of insane when I looked at the timeline in Vegas, and I was like, wow, this video is 10.5 minutes long.
Phew. That's cool, though.
Indeed.
I think your Sonic series was approximately wasn't it usually about 5 to 6 minutes most of the time, or?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the first half of your question.
Oh, I was asking approximately how long were your Sonic shorts? Other than that, were they about the 5 or 6 minute length?
No,
I know some were really
longest,
short.
I think the longest one of ones that aren't Sonic and Mario are let me just get my playlist out. Let's see here. The longest one before that was Sonic and Amy's Crazy Date was about 4 minutes. Though if you want to count the Machinima parody for 3 and Knuckles, that one's about 7.5 minutes. So you've definitely got some varied times in here.
Yeah. Even so, it's still the longest one.
Absolutely. Amy is Best Anime. I made it for you guys at your behest. A few people and I had a conversation when the Team 182 Discord server was brand spanking new, and I kind of joked about it. I was like, "Would you guys want me to make an Amy is Best Anime video?" And they were like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Okay, I'll start writing it," and it became a big project for me. I consider this one of the biggest ones I've done, and that definitely counts for the length of the video. So, yeah.
Very nice.
Lost Leader says, "Don't say you love the anime when you haven't read the manga." Uh,
Amy is
well,
best manga.
you know
It hasn't been localized yet.
the Amy manga is actually much different in tone compared to the anime, and there are several different plot plot elements. You could almost say that it's just completely unconnected.
The anime was loosely inspired.
Yeah, of course, it certainly was. Jiggly Jai asks, which Pokemon are your favorites, KN and Skull? If I had to pick a specific one, it would be Team Rocket's Meowth. But like, as far as just, I'm sorry, do you find it funny?
No, I said yeah, because that is also my favorite. Meowth is my favorite Pokemon in general, and Team Rocket's Meowth was my favorite character in the anime. So that was a yeah of agreement.
Oh, I swear like, I'm sorry. You kind of like cut out, and all I heard was a laugh, and so I thought thought you were laughing at me.
No, that's just Blaze laughing on the screen.
Oh, curse you, Blaze.
Yay!
But like,
Sorry.
specific Pokemon, I would say Team Rocket's Meowth from the anime, but like, as far as a Pokemon species in general, I'm gonna go with Charizard.
I love so many of them. Like, I like all the evolutions. I like the Chikorita line of starters and also the Cyndaquil line of starters, with Quilava and Chikorita being my favorites from those lines. There's just too many. I think my favorite evolution is Espeon, but I have the most merch of Flareon. I'm a fan of Crobat. I love him. I like the Mareep line a lot. That's Mareep, Flaffy, and Ampharos. There's a lot. There's a lot.
Man, thinking about Pokemon merch, I think, like, we only have like one bit of the old merch that we had when we were kids, just a singular Pikachu plush doll.
Nice.
I remember a Charmander one too, and like, they also, like, Pokemon was extremely merchandised back when it was like a phenomenon, and I also remember having like keychain plush dolls of Meowth that I loved. And I remember when Toys R Us was closing, they had like a ton, like half an aisle's worth of Pokemon items. I was very surprised at the amount that they had because, you know, they were closing. And I kind of wanted to pick up like a 12-inch Meowth plush because, again, Team Rocket's Meowth was just. But yeah.
I think I still have a little Meowth plush that was actually my brother's when we were kiddos, but I have a ton of those little, like, Tomy Pokemon figurines. Like, those little plastic figures. I've got a lot. Hundreds of them.
You mean like the ones that came in Pokeballs that you could, like, open up?
Yeah, those ones. And they had, like, a little Pog shooter thing and, like, little Pog tokens. So
I don't remember those.
Yeah.
But I remember ones that, like, came in Pokeballs and they were, like, kind of made out of a rubberish material. And we had a Charizard one that I loved because it was sculpted and painted really well, just like all of the ones in that line. They were also like keychain things, and eventually we lost that Charizard, and I was not happy.
That is a shame. I mean, hang on. I guess here's a... This doesn't have, like, the Pog stuff in it, but... Sorry, Headless Blaze, I've done it to you again. Like, I've got these little figurines. I do happen to own all 4 of those. I had quite a lot of them, but it was these. But, some of them came with, like, Pogs and stuff. Like, this picture is way small and not as helpful, but I will put this on the screen and it'll be a blurry demonstration anyway. Ah! Sorry.
Oh, man.
Those. They came in these little plastic Master Ball or Pokeballs. They had like a little shooter thing, and they'd come with a Pog that had a certain number of stars on each of them so that you could battle. So some Pogs had like really good stars, some Pogs didn't have really good stars, and it was a good time. I still have all of these things.
I saw the Metapod one from the one picture, and like, what an absolutely bad place to put the copyright information right on the front of it. Come on.
I know. They should have put it like on the bottom of the stand, but you know, they didn't think of that.
Or at least on his back.
Yeah, it's like, it's just right all over it. Sometimes
Someone
they really
just, like,
were put on there badly, but you know.
Someone took a poor Metapod out of the wild and just stamped it with copyright information.
I've been branded!
That's horrible. It makes me sad just thinking about it.
We need to like
Metapod didn't use Harden soon enough.
No! Cue the Arms of an Angel song.
But wait, Metapod doesn't have arms.
He will someday.
We'll have to wait till it becomes a Butterfree.
Yes.
Sylveon Vlogs asks, "Hey guys, what's your favorite animal?" I suppose that's a good thing. That kind of connects to Pokemon. Pokemon are animals. So, let's see. If I had to just pick any animal off the top of my head, I like dogs. Dogs are cool.
I guess my favorite would be I like cats a lot. But if I go for my more eccentric well, cats and wolves, but those are easy. My more eccentric favorites are I like squids, giant squids, sinking pirate ships, they're glorious. And chickens. I am a fan of chickens, I love them. My grandfather had a chicken farm when I was growing up, so they were... Okay, I was kind of scared of them. I've got a situation where I love watching birds, but I'm kind of scared of them being close by because they attack. But, yeah, chickens, so of course that's part of why I liked Scratch from Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog so much. Because I was like right in the years where I'm growing up on a chicken farm, and then there's this like chicken robot guy. So he was my favorite badnik. But yeah, cats, wolves, squid, chicken.
If I had to pick a more exotic or wild one, I think I would say elephants, because elephants are cool. Like, you know, they're fairly chill animals, unless if they're like male elephants during mating season. But like, you know, elephants don't bother you unless if you bother them. They're generally, you know, very well natured. They care about each other and their like packs and stuff. Like, elephants are cool.
Yeah, they are pretty sweet. Very smart too.
Oh, absolutely. I've seen a few times where it was like there was like an elephant that became like best friends with a dog, and there were other things that I've like seen and read about where it was like, say an elephant parent and a child were like separated for like 30 years and they still remembered each other when they were reunited and stuff. Like, that's amazing. Elephants are cool.
They are, I agree.
Joshua Hunter asks, Can and Skull, you know the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? I absolutely do. That's like my favorite sitcom of all time.
I am familiar with the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air also. I didn't actually watch a whole lot of it as a kid, but it was, you know, of course I know what it is.
I was a kid when I started watching it, and that was like when it started being broadcast on Nick at Night. So, you know, was kind of up when I wasn't supposed to be watching Fresh Prince, but it was good show, good show, love it. I haven't seen an episode of it in a very long time though, which I need to remedy.
We have 12
Okay.
minutes.
Muck 854 has a very special request, Kan.
Uh-oh.
They say, Kan, if it's not too much to ask, can you please use the Blaze voice to confess to Silver?
I'm going to take creative license with this request.
Blaze, I got the text.
Yes, I had something I needed to tell you. I stole the cookies
Was
from
it
the
about
cookie
the
jar.
donuts?
The donuts were someone else. I took the cookies from the cookie jar, though. I confess.
Gasp!
I'm such a bad friend.
Insert hug here.
See, look, a confession.
I hope that was acceptable.
I'm gonna put the head back.
We seem to be getting a positive response out of that.
we escape with cookies and donuts. I was asked on Twitter the other day what my favorite type of donut was. I like donuts that have like a filling in them, so lemon flavored donuts are my favorite. Skull, do you have a favorite donut type?
Yeah, I'm not really into the ones with filling, but like powdered sugar donuts, cinnamon donuts, and I think it's like coconut. They like get these bits of coconut and they like sprinkle it on the donut.
Like
Those ones are
flakes.
good. What's the proper term for it? But it's like when they coat it in chocolate. That's good. I'd say out of all those, and glazed donuts, those are my favorites.
Nice. It's hard to go wrong with a donut.
Oh, absolutely not. The combination that like everyone says is amazing, but
What?
I've never tried. I've had donuts and milk. I haven't had donuts and coffee.
Oh man, I usually have donuts with coffee. Well, okay, to be fair, I don't have donuts that often, but when I do, I have it with coffee. But then I have everything with coffee.
Can's got a coffee fix, so when donuts are involved, it's just crazy.
Yay!
But yeah, I've been meaning to try it too. I just need to find the right place, I suppose, to get said coffee and said donuts from. Like, I think I asked my mom once if she could get some from like 7-Eleven, but I think she forgot. Though I suppose a place that's more that's more catered to that, like Dunkin' Donuts or Tim Hortons would probably have better options. But
Well, it's
again,
a donut place paired with its own coffee, so I hope that they would be able to match it well.
It definitely. So one day I'll try it and then get back to the masses in Team 182 who obviously now are wondering, would Skull902 ever like the combination of coffee and donuts? I like milk and donuts, so it's likely.
The big drama. If you think about it,
Or maybe I
that's
could
almost
just
a
get
pun.
one of those iced Starbucks coffees. That's the way that I usually drink coffee when I have it, anyway, and have some donuts with that. I love iced coffee.
I've never tried a donut with an iced coffee, but I don't drink iced coffee very often. It has to be
Well,
super hot.
Well, I mean, if you enjoy donuts with milk, I mean, it's pretty much just like another kind of flavored milk is iced coffee. So I mean,
Oh yeah, it's not like I haven't had
I
iced coffee like in general, so I'm sure you can't go wrong with that either. The only reason I don't get
yeah,
iced coffee very much is because it's like I drink it too fast. I like to be able to sip the drink for a while, and if it's hot, it's easier to do. But when it's like a cold drink, I down it too fast.
you know the reason for that? It's actually kind of like a psychological thing.
Drink it before the
Because
ice melts.
no, it's like a general sort of thing. That the larger hole at the top of like the bottles for like flavored milk or iced coffee and stuff like that. For some reason, it like entices people to drink the drink faster. It's kind of a weird phenomenon, but like for example, I down an iced coffee no matter the size in like a few seconds. But like I've got a Coca-Cola here that I've been drinking for like an hour and a half
You know, that's
because
interesting.
the sizes in the holes at the top of the bottle are just very, very different. It's
Yeah, that
weird.
is
It's
interesting
very
because
rare.
I don't drink sodas fast like I drink like iced coffees do. Interesting, Dr.
Yeah.
Skull.
Well, I'm just going by what I've been told, so it's a perfectly reasonable explanation.
Yeah, it could be, could be.
Wolf the drummer asks, "Hey Skull, what's your opinion on Sylvays?" My opinion on Sylvays is, if you like it, that's okay by me. I don't really have much of a thought on any Sonic ship. Uh, I will say that there's plenty of combinations that could lead to good comedic writing, or just heartwarming moments, which, wink wink nudge nudge, you may or may not see in the upcoming Amy is Best Anime later today. But as far as like hardcore shipping, that's not something I get into. But again, like if you like a particular pairing or anything, you know, you know, that's fine by me. I don't judge people for doing that.
As you guys know, mostly at this point, I am a multi-shipper, and I support whoever anybody wants to support if they like a particular pairing. I don't know why sometimes some communities gotta fight about it. Because, you know, everybody should just go have fun with whoever they want to pair up. And as a multi-shipper, I can see how writing the characters a certain way and putting them through certain adventures can make just about any pair-up work. And so I enjoy basically all of the possibilities.
Well, you say that, but then like you get reminded that there are things out there as like egg cream and no. Just no.
I wouldn't perhaps ship that myself, but, you know, I'm not gonna go after anybody who wants to.
Courtney says blamey. I
Is
like
that,
the name.
oh
of
wait,
that.
is that Blazemy? I didn't
I
understand
would
it
presume
first.
so.
That one's a popular ship, I hear. Partly
I like the way that Courtney
inspired
put
by
it.
their interaction in the Olympics. I think a lot of the characters had super cute, like, little victory poses that they did with certain partners in the Olympic Games. Those were
Yeah.
always fun.
Well, like sometimes characters don't even need to interact for people to be like really into it. Like, there are people who like Shadow and Tikal for whatever reason, even though they've never spoken to each other.
You know, for me,
It's
I understand. I don't feel like it matters that much because, you know, what happens is people end up coming up with their own stories that are, you know, an extension of what they've perhaps been presented in the games. There's AUs. So, like, you know, people just sort of expand. Like, most of these characters, like, just from what we're given in the games only, I don't know if I could, like, 100% justify any particular couple in there, but based on, you know, extra adventures and, like, the fandom, you can, you know, write just about anything. It's a lot of fun. As long as we don't fight about it.
What I was gonna as long as we can all agree that Kermit X Classic Sonic is the best thing that's ever been conceived in human history.
Yeah, that was a
I
very
think
touching
we'll
couple.
be fine.
I mean, you know, very few things just reach into your soul the way that pairing does. And I gotta say, man.
So it was the seminal moment in the entirety of the Sonic 182 channel. I don't think that we'll ever be able to top that.
Nothing will be more romantic.
I'm glad to have been a part of this history.
Ugh, I see that it is almost time to wrap it up, but I am so close to finishing the last blaze, so I'm gonna try to power through this one, because I'm real close. Then we need to say some goodbyes, temporary goodbyes, because where are we going after this stream ends, Skull?
Once again, we will be moving on over to my channel for the Amy is Best premiere stream. I see Toby has shown up. Toby did the thumbnail art for Amy is Best Anime / premiere, which again will be featured in the video. And in it, I'm going to be playing the ROM hack Amy Rose in Sonic the Hedgehog, as well as Amy's story in Sonic Adventure DX. After that, we're going to get the premiere of the video, and also a Q&A bit after that. So, you know, should be good. Should be good.
All right. Well, you know what, Skull? What do you think about getting your stream started or prepped so that you'll have more ready for when I finish over here? So hopefully we can just all go and romp off into your stream right afterwards.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the appropriate places right now.
Yeah, go ahead and start getting set up.
Oh wow. Okay. Before I do anything about that, actually, guys, thank you so much. I just noticed I went from having 1,104 subscribers to 1,121 subscribers.
Woo!
So
thank you guys. That's awesome.
YouTube didn't give me any notifications, but if you subscribe to my channel today, thank you so much.
That's cool. That was a big jump.
Absolutely.
Well, awesome.
It seems like whenever I'm on stream with you, I get quite a few people to subscribe to the channel. And again, thank you for the show of support. And hopefully you guys like what I do. I do skits and let's play videos, like opinion pieces, and just anything I feel like doing, really. So again, hope that you guys do enjoy what you see on my channel. And again, thank you for subscribing.
Here we go with some shoes. Everybody is saying congratulations, Skull, in the chat. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Tim Archer, I am sorry I have not played the game called Paladins. I've actually never heard of it. I don't know what kind of game that is. This is the first time I have heard of the Paladins game. I hope that it's a fun game and that you are enjoying playing it. Here we go. Let me get the bottom of the shoes. Elena Beatty says that they are going to middle school. Awesome. That must be starting up pretty soon since we're in late July now. I think lots of people start school again in August. Some people don't until September, though.
Yeah, I'd say that most people don't start till September, but you know, good luck in school.
And here's some yellow. Let me get the... Oh. I missed some. I'm gonna have to go get that part of her shoulder in just a second. Okay. Samantha the Hedgehog said that they play Paladins and that it is fun. All right, nice. Okay, I'm seeing some of you guys saying when you're starting up. I see some people saying August. Some people are starting in September. Oh, and Schnun is saying that I'm
remember-
almost done. Super speed. I guess I better finish, because I think actually I just did. I think that was it, unless I missed anything. Here we go. Alright, now I can turn this off. Alright. Phew! Okay, everybody, here are our blazes. Here is neutral blaze. I'll zoom in slightly more. Okay, neutral blaze, angry blaze, annoyed blaze. That's like one annoyed. And then there's this one, which is slightly different. There we go. And surprised, sad, oops, laugh, and GERD. But let's see. I like the laughing one the best, so I will, or at least I'm feeling the laughing one today. So there we go. Them in some nice shoes.
I think out of all those, I like the scared one the most because I don't know. I guess I just like silly things.
Yeah, she does look humorous in there with her spiky tail going on. All right. Well, great. Fortunately, Blaze has a very simple color palette, so I was able to move through that very quickly. She doesn't have very many super small details to work with, so that went along fast. Box the Hedgehog said that they see a Sonic lair. I do also have Sonic and Amy in here. I was checking for size, but neither of them have like an expression drawn on them, so I didn't have them up as a demonstration. But let me see if I can...
It's about to be Amy's best premiere. Let's see Amy.
Here, yep, she is right there. But like these were just like little quick demo things, so they're not properly colored or anything. Let me get how's your stream setup going, Skull? Oops.
I think I've let's see. I've got this prepped. I think I have every window
Oh my
and
gosh,
folder
no.
that I need open right now.
Sweet. I'm gonna just give them really fast expressions. Nah. Amy needs to have a mouth like that. And we'll do this. Just so she can have a facial expression for a final shot here. And Sonic, I guess I will do a little bit more.
Amy is excited for the Amy is best premiere live stream.
Hooray! Yes, everybody here is in a good mood, preparing for the next live stream that we're going to jump into. Now that we are past the 2-hour mark for this stream over here, we're going to be preparing to go on over to Skull's stream, and you said that you were pretty much ready to go, Skull?
Yep. I've started pasting the link in the chat.
Alright, fantastic.
It is also in the video description, so...
Alright, everybody. Again, thank you so much for joining me and Skull902 today. I'm gonna run through the goodbyes, and then right after that, we're gonna jump straight into Skull902's stream. The link is being posted up in the chat at the moment, so don't miss it. We'll see you guys again over there right after this. So goodbye for now, temporary goodbye. See you in the next stream. To Able G Games A, Aiden Flash Speed, Anna Cruz, Ariana Kester, Ask Nico the Cat, Basic Ultra Nut, Blaze the Cat, Blue Magic, Box the Hedgehog, Brittany Smith, Classic Tales, Courtney / Project SNT, Dark Spine, Sonic, Dashy the Hedgehog, Doremi's Melody, Elena Beatty, Elizabeth Miles, Ethan Benoit, Ethan Hollett, Fluttershy, Gamer Wolfie, Grave Slime YT, Gray C, Hannah Hanoka, Helena Dash, Jack Waterworth, Jaden the Hedgehog, Jarrett Perez, Jessica the Raccoon, Jiggly Jai, Joshua Hunter, Joshua Smith, June the Fox, Kat Diaz, KK Lyles, Kennedy K. Josness, Kiki Mikiki, Kirchu the Hybrid, Kitana Ganderson, Kyle the Hedgehog Smith, Lone Wolf 120405 Gaming, Linnell the Hedgehog, Mega Awesome Dude 4, Melly Melly, Michael Kabang Bang, Mighty 97, Miss Player 30, Muck 854, Mr. Nintendo Sega Fan 1, Nefessa Ahmed, Natty Castro, Noah Cruz, Park Jimin, Possum Tunes, PC Shnan, thank you for modding today Shnan, Phantom 7620, Pink Floppy Foosh, Pinky Vasquez, Purple Fire Kitty 1, Random Rory, Riley Man, Samantha the Hedgehog, Sarah Phoenix Girl, Sassy BG, Scott Conlon, Shadow the Ultimate Pokemon Trainer, Shell Shocker, Shuji Yamada, Silver the Hedgehog, Sylveon Vlogs, Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonimations, Soup, Squiggle, Supersonic Girl 1, Super Swirly Titan 198, Swift Claw, Symphonic Labyrinth, The Cap Clone, The Lonesome Artist, The Nerd, Tim Archer, Violet Trap 87, Vlad Swag, Ouija Prower, William Rosas, Willow the Hedgehog, Wolf the Drummer, Xander McGehee, XX Diamond Abyss, XX, Yanet A. Fernandez, Yojazhe Gaming, and Zing Zap. Alright, great! Okay, everybody, I am jumping over into Skull's chat. In fact, I'm gonna type something in there right now that says, hello, guys. And I'm gonna go ahead and end now so we can go and start on Skull's stream. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much. Have a happy Friday. Last word, Skull?
Yes. Just very quickly, we forgot to mention it, and thank you for whoever in the chat mentioned it. Language warning.
Yep, that's important. Language warning, everybody.
Yep, so it's going to have some more edgy language in it, so if you can't handle that, then, again, view at your own discretion.
Yep. Sonic Song 182 streams specifically are family friendly, but anywhere else on the internet, you never know. Alright, bye guys!
See you guys later.